Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Stories of Remnant, Episode 7. This is a podcast where we love to express our love-hate relationship with RWBY. I'm, of course, your host, Efocutioner, and I have my other host with me, the nobody with a heart, WraXden cosplay.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're horrible. You're horrible. Yes, people, this is WraXden of WraXden cosplay here. So, yeah, and today we are talking about Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolutions.
Ooh.
And, yeah, definitely, you can tell by the title, we're not going to be seeing action here, because clearly...
Whoa, we saw some action.
Not fighting action. Not fighting action. If you expected fight scenes from this episode, well, then you're just dense as an MF. So.
Whoa, hold on. I saw some fists flying.
Obviously we have two completely different definitions of that, but yes, let's get into the episode. Efocutioner, would you like to go first again?
Yeah, man, the group catches up about the adventures they had after Beacon, so that's like the boring part. Don't nobody care, man. Like,
what are you talking about? The boring part? No, man, it's the good parts. What are you talking about? They're laughing and eating together. They have not done that since, like, what, Volume 3? Yeah, Volume 3. And even then, I was like, I remember there was that one episode of Volume 3 where they're like, they're at this one food stand getting some ramen, and Blake was like ecstatic as happy shit because she was like, fish, because I'm a cat girl. Ooh, meow. So
she was definitely a cat girl.
She is a cat girl. She didn't change.
Wow.
So, but it's so, I'm glad that everybody's laughing, talking and catching up and reminiscing about old times. That's a good thing because a storm is coming. And what man? A storm is coming.
Look, okay, well, fine. I wanted to get to the actual important part of the show, and that was Yang showing how powerful she recently became.
I was trying to build that up. Okay, I was trying to build that.
Why do we need to build it up? Look, we're going to get to the most. We're getting to the most important part of the episode.
Why would they show that? But see,
look,
what I was trying to say is that everyone's reminiscing about good times, and then before I wanted to get into that scene, they were talking about Ren, and Lai Ren was saying something very important, which is just like, something that that you should worry about as well. He said, if you ever look back on your life and said you regretted something, that means you've grown up, you've changed. And like, if you wish you can go back in time and change it, that means you've grown up. And I'm like, dude, those words are full of wisdom. Holy crap. Did not expect that.
But is this a wisdom podcast or is this a RWBY podcast?
It's both. Because then it transitions to be like, whoa, nice arm, Yang. Yeah, I know, right? I can totally do it.
Okay, fine. I was just trying to set you up. I didn't really.
I was setting you up.
I was hoping you realized that. No, I was setting you up. But anyway,
sure you are.
Yes, I will. I will admit that there are some things that I thought that was a really deep emotional. Like, I actually paused the video when I first watched it because I was like, wow. Thinking back on a lot of the things I've done in my life, I was like, man, there's a few things I regret not doing. I'm like, you're right. I definitely changed. I definitely leveled up. I bettered as a person. I'm like, but I never really thought of it that way.
Yeah.
And it took a show like RWBY to show me something that beautiful.
It is.
And then we saw the most important part of the damn episode, and that's Yang.
People, you don't know this, but I'm shaking my head right now. But yeah. Keep going.
And of course, Yang beating Nora in arm wrestling. So once again,
is
folks,
that really a beating? No.
The fist flew.
No, it is
good
not.
Sir. The fist flew. The fists were flying, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of that episode,
the entire arm flew off. See, that's what I was talking about.
That's just how dedicated. That's how dedicated Yang is to fighting, man. Yo, she puts her whole arm into it.
I'm gonna slap you for that. I'm gonna slap you for that one. I'm gonna slap you. I owe you like 5
Nora
slaps
got hit
at this
with
moment. I owe you like 5 slaps. And
Nora got hit with the fist of fate, man.
Okay, that was cool because Digimon reference. So
thank you
for the win. And and it just goes back to a reference part because of like, how much she's grown. I mean, if you look back to the episode, I mean, I have it up right now, and I'm going back. She lets go of the arm within just a second. We don't know how, but she just did. And she's just laughing her ass off about it. And look at this. And I pause it. And Nora is like, what the shit? This is just creepy. And then RWBY and Weiss are like, what? And Yang's just laughing it out because she's grown up. She has accepted that arm. You know, she's missing her arm now. That robot arm is now going to be a part of her for the rest of her life. And she's laughing about it, man. Holy crap. That's right. Growth. That is growth right there, man. Yeah.
Back in Volume 4, she was really ashamed at the fact that she lost her arm. And now that she finally accepted that that's a part of her, like shout out to her dad, you know. But,
yeah, Tai Yang.
But also herself for, you know, becoming more of the perfect woman that she is. And finally accepting that her arm being gone is not a loss, but a huge benefit. Because now she's got a cool robotic arm. Get it? And she Nora got hit with bionic arm, folks. Did you miss the reference I did? I did it twice.
Oh yeah, Nathan Rad Spencer from the horrible 2009 Bionic Commando game. I don't know why you referenced that, but sure. But,
I mean, Rocket Punch, whichever. Doesn't matter.
Yes, Rocket Punch from Rocket Power, yes, or Pacific Rim, whichever one you want to reference. So, but,
you know, Dragon Ball Z.
Sure. And then
wait, we got one more important part.
Oh no, two more parts.
No, just one more. Well, three more to be honest. But
yes, I'm talking about the episode. I'm talking about the episode of RWBY here. So the second part we have Weiss and Yang being filled in about Ozpin, and now they bring up new information about like Crow and Raven. Hey, Ozpin, we know for a fact you are hiding secrets from us. Tell us everything. And
everything.
And wow. It's I wouldn't say Ozpin's squeaky clean, but jeez. It's got a lot of, how do I say this? Secrets?
It's got a lot of skeletons.
Yes, there we go. I was looking for
because he's been going through a lot of bodies.
And we mean that literally speaking. So
I know.
Yes.
That's why there's skeletons in those closets.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, jeez. And and I gotta say, so for the last couple hundred years, so he said several hundred years, so it's not like 1,000 years or so. He said several hundred years. And one of two revelations we found out, was he was the one that created the 4 original maidens.
That is correct.
Wow, that is a big-ass revelation.
He was the old wizard in the story. If you guys have not seen the episode, I would suggest going back. It is from the World of Remnant story. World of Remnant, Stories of Remnant. It's the episode called The 4 Maidens. See, I knew I chose the right name.
I know that you did.
And we learned about the 4 maidens. But we also learned something very important, too. And this is something that I discovered through rewatching the video. And that's, if you remember the story of the 4 maidens, by the way, you should probably watch that before you continue watching the episode. So I'm going to give you a second. Pause here.
Pause.
And then, now unpause or whatever. So you learn about the 4 different maidens he meets. Like first, the old man meets the winter maiden, then the spring maiden, then the summer maiden. But he meets the most important maiden, the last maiden that we see, the elder sister, the fall maiden.
Correct. That is correct.
Now here's something that we don't know. Salem is also pretty old herself, right?
That is true. They did
what?
Say...
Oh, go on. No, go ahead.
I was just going to add, they did reveal that Ozpin and Salem they've been in a war for centuries. So, yeah, just want to reiterate that. But yeah, keep going, Efocutioner.
What if they weren't at war when they first met? What if she was the nice, friendly sister that came to the dinner table to say hi to the old man?
Are you saying, are you implying that she might be the winter maiden or the summer maiden?
Worse. I'm implying that Salem was originally the fall maiden.
The original fall maiden?
Yes.
Oh,
think about it, folks. Think about it. Once again, she is the elder sister. Number 2, she made sure that Cinder went after the fall maiden exclusively. Number 3, after she got her powers, who trained Cinder in the abilities of the fall maiden?
she's the original fall. Dude, that is a bold ass prediction. Holy crap!
I am putting it out there.
That is,
and here is what I think happened. The old man, aka Ozpin, was nice enough, kind enough to meet these 4 sisters, and he gave his power to them. What if, and this is also going back to the 4 relics that we also learned about, what if the 4 sisters going around doing good, what if Salem realizes about the old, by the way, this is another story where you have to go back to season 4, it's at the episode where Crow talks about the 2 brothers, and how they created, well, the younger brother created the Grimm, and then both of them teamed up and they created the man. And then we also learn about the 4 relics that were made by the original gods before they left. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
What if Ozpin was trained, or at least, trained as through his wizardship with probably the older brother or something like that. And what if Ozpin told the 4 sisters about the relics, and the sisters go and they get the relics, and because like we said, we know that the relics only interact with those who have the abilities of the maidens. So what if Ozpin was one of those people that was like a protector of the relics or something like that? He bestows his power onto them, and then they eventually become the protectors. And then, of course, if we all remember, and I just want you to know this, for the relics, the fall relic is the one of choice. What if Salem, once she had the relic, chose even greater power, forsaking the fall power? And the fall power just transferred to someone else and gained an even greater power. And once she got that, she wanted to get the other relics as well. But the only way she could really get it is through killing her sisters. And what if through that action, or, I'm just assuming on this point, but I'm just going to assume that Salem tried to get more power than she really wasn't supposed to have. And what if through this action that the 2 brothers saw this and they were like, yo, what the hell just happened, man? And then they're looking at her and they're like, you know what? We curse Salem, but we curse Salem with you, Ozpin, because you originally created her. You gave her this power. So forever you shall be linked together.
Dude, okay, I'll be honest, you said quite a bit to the point where I'm gonna say you're a friggin' conspiracy theorist. You said a lot.
I'm really stretching on this one. But it kind of does build the theory, like maybe through the actions of Salem, who I think is originally the Fall Maiden, something
that is a bold
happens,
prediction, I will admit
and
that.
they become cursed together, where one cannot die without the other dying.
Because
they can only kill each other.
So the 2 brothers are even bigger than Ozpin and Salem, to the point where they cursed Ozpin. You gave this power to the original Fall Maiden, Salem herself, and then she's like, oh, yeah, she made the horrible choices. This is your responsibility since you're the one that gave her the power, so now your life is tied to hers.
Yes. But through the beauty of his curse, though, as we do here in the story, through the power of his curse, he is able to allow, people to become greater people. So we do learn that he does give Crow and Raven the ability to be animorphs and transform into different animals.
Yeah.
And then we also learned that his power is fading, too.
Yes, he did say it's diminishing. So probably this might be his 1 or 2 more body jumps left, or this could be his last body jump. And he's like, this is the last time I do this before I'm gone forever or something. I don't know. All I know is that he did also make another revelation. He did reveal that it's not that simple. Like RWBY was asking, so did you give this power to like Ironwood or Glinda Goodwitch? And he's like, it's more complicated than that. My guess is they could only do it because they were siblings, like Crow and Raven. So
that may go back to my theory, because not only are they siblings, aren't they also twins?
Are they? Wait, hold on. Did they say they were twins?
I'm not too sure. I'm just assuming. Well, even if they aren't twins, that still goes back to the brother-sister theory, aka
the siblings,
2 brothers.
Yeah. Thus, and the 4 maidens were. Wait, did they say the 4 maidens were?
The 4 maidens were sisters.
So it could be a sibling thing, yeah.
So I might be wrong about the whole, connection between Salem and Ozpin, but there is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, if your older theory was right about Ozpin and Salem were lovers, are you saying that Salem likes older men? She got attracted to the old man? Oh.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that. But no, that kind of
there is when they were like 50 years apart, man.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh, really? You're not like 18. You want to date a 90-year-old woman. I doubt you're going to date a 90-year-old woman. So
I mean, if she is
unlikely
in the right area,
I'm going to put that down as unlikely. So
yeah, we'll put that in unlikely. But yeah, that kind of debunks my theory about the two lovers thing. Well, actually, no, that could still be true. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But that does debunk the theory of, if one dies, the other dies. So that one got debunked.
Yeah. Most likely,
but the creation of the Fall Maiden being Salem, and Salem was given her powers by Ozpin. That actually could be true.
Could be. See, I will say that is a bold-ass prediction.
If that prediction is true, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to follow our channels and write at the comment at the bottom and be like, damn, this is the best RWBY podcast ever.
I agree, Efocutioner. And by the way, to quote Gerald when he said to Arnold from Hey Arnold, that's bold, Efocutioner. That's real bold.
Thank you.
That is.
I tried it.
That is. Oh, and before we go off to the last scene, I do like it how they actively say that in the show. Thank you, Nora. Oh, Crow? Raven? They're birds! Yes! Someone said that out loud. Crow can turn into a crow. Raven can turn into a raven. Ah! Puns,
and
homonyms,
Yang and Weiss actually could be, something more.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we will move on to the last scene. And
yes, the scene that pissed me the fuck off because it's when it's about to get good. And what happens? Up to the next week, to the episodes of RWBY.
Well, yeah, because come on, dude, they gotta stretch this out all the way till at least 12 episodes. They still have 5 more, so.
Fine, I guess, whatever.
And the episode and the last part is that we see Emerald and Mercury. They reached the Brandwin tribe's territory, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we're here." And who else did they bring? They brought Cinder and Dr. Watson. So,
Bro, what's Dr. Watson gonna do, man?
Hey, man, I was the one that said that to you, and you're like...
I know. I just want you to remember.
I do remember that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, that also debunks my theory on earlier episodes, because I thought we were going to wait, and I thought the attack on Beacon was going to happen first. And then that was going to happen as a side note. So, I am wrong on that. That looks like it'll be the setup for the final episode.
Maybe they're there to try and recruit. Either gonna recruit or... Yeah, I'm going to say recruit, because they didn't bring another person to transfer the Spring Maiden's powers. So, I'm pretty sure...
Are you sure? It looks like there's a viable candidate right there.
Who, Emerald?
Yeah, dude.
Are you kidding me? That is a... Okay. It was bold enough that you predicted that... Salem is the original Fall Maiden. Now you're saying that Emerald's gonna get upgraded to a freaking Fall Maiden? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, you mean Spring, but no. Here's what I think's gonna happen. I think they're not there to negotiate. They're there to get the fucking and the man. Be like, look, Raven, you got a choice. You either give me the Spring Maiden, and we go with her, and we take her back to Salem, or we can just kick y'all asses, and then we're just gonna take the Spring Maiden anyways. Oh, and by the way, Spring Maiden, if you keep fucking around, we're just gonna make Salem Spring Maiden. So, it's kind of like at the bottom of the list. It's not like they're purposely
Salem
going
or
there.
Emerald?
I mean, Cinder's gonna say, we're gonna make, Emerald fucking
Emerald here. Whoa, jeez,
yeah,
man.
but see, that's, my apologies for the confusion, folks, on the mistranslation. But, that's probably at the bottom of the list. That's like their worst case scenario where it's just like, all right, if this Spring Maiden keeps fucking around, we do kind of need to kill her. Let's just pass it on to Emerald here. Not the best idea, but it's just like, at least we'll know where the Spring Maiden power is, and at least it'll be in our camp, versus hey, if you can just give her to us and we can like trade or maybe give you something like that, that's cool. But pretty much this is a demand. They're like, the way it's setting up is a demand. This isn't no peace negotiation or anything.
Aggressive negotiations. That's what it's
there
called.
We go. Never. You know what? I take that back. It's aggressive negotiations. Thank you, Andrew.
Yes.
Me or RWraXden.
Yes. So, yeah, Star Wars reference right there. Yeah. So I do like the prediction. I just don't see it from a story point narrative. It just doesn't make sense to me as a writer, because why would Emerald get it?
Well,
unless they're planning
that's
on
worst case scenario.
Well, though true, yeah, but I just don't. But if that actually happens, I'm gonna be like, I'm confused. So you're saying Emerald is gonna have some sort of big character change? Because I never saw Emerald or even Mercury as that. I always saw them as one step above minions. So I saw them as like lieutenants. But
look, man, anybody can level up on this show. That's the most important thing. So
that's
why I kind of keep it open.
Yeah, because I didn't see Penny. Where's the rest of Team Sun? Team Coffee?
Look, first of all, Team Sun they're doing their little detective agency thing on the side, man.
Well, that's 2 members. What about the other 2 members of Team Sun? They're nowhere to be found
again.
Who
gives a freaking crap about the other 2 members? Look, if they were important, they'd be in the story.
That's my point, dude. We're not going to see the other teams. Team Coffee, the rest of Team Sun. Penny, she's gone. Even though she can be rebuilt, but she's gone.
Look, man, Penny 2.0 is coming, man. She's like Jack. There's just going to be another version that comes out each year.
My guess.
No, she's like the iPhone. Yeah, I just take that back. She's iPhone. Penny's iPhone.
Yeah,
we're going to see Penny 2.0. So.
Well, we'll probably see her in Volume 6 because the RWBY Combat Ready board game will be released July 2018. So
and you
my guess
product placement.
Yeah, exactly, product placement. Plus, they did reveal a new Minion Lieutenant is going to be revealed in Volume 6. So my guess is those 2 are going to be revealed together. That's my guess. Before the end of the episode, Efocutioner, did you see who the character's name is? The guy that tried to beat up Yang a few episodes ago and got his tooth knocked out? Did you see what his character's name is?
Punching Bag.
No, it is not. He actually has a full name. His first name is Shay, S-H-A-Y. Middle name begins with a D as in dog. Last name Man, M-A-N-N. Shay D. Man.
Yeah, I prefer Punching Bag more.
I'm just telling you that's his official canon name. Shady Man.
I know his name is Shady Man. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got made fun of as a kid. That's probably why he became a shady man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Shaman. Shaman. Ooh, that's another theory. What if he becomes something big? Because if you take out the D, Shaman, Shaman, like wizard and like knows of magical properties. Maybe this guy could become you said yourself, man. Anybody can be elevated. So this shady man could become a shaman.
If he takes out the D, maybe he might be able to do something to stop Cinderella from advancing. So.
Dude, come on, man. There might be children listening to this. Come on, man.
Bro, it's a RWBY podcast, man.
Yeah, there are children who watch this stuff as well. So.
Oh, okay. Well, oops. But then again, there's so much worse crap on the freaking YouTube that kids accidentally watching stuff. Please, we're like the furthest.
Accidentally, quote unquote, yes.
Oh, look, man. All we do is we did a sexual innuendo and we curse quite a bit. There's worse stuff on the damn freaking TV that kids watch.
To quote Captain America,
you see half naked girls 90% of the time. We are probably a family friendly RWBY podcast. Damn right.
To quote Captain America, language.
Fuck, I got hit with the cap.
Oh, yes, exactly. Now, we are, and now, that was basically the episode. I don't know what Chapter 8 is going to be called, but, Efocutioner, I believe this is your last section of the episode.
Yeah, that's right, folks. You already know, man. We want Barbara Knuckleman and the cast of RWBY. Mostly Barbara. I mean, because she's okay. I mean, I like her. We want her to come to Chicago.
Fanboy! Total fanboy! Excuse me.
Wait, what?
What?
You know what? Whatever. I don't even care. Anyways, we want her to come to C2E2. We want her to come to Chicago. And the best way to do that, I felt like, was not through, well, actually, I did the, request and all that stuff. But I felt like a better way to do it was to give her a pun a week. So here's my pun of the week to get Barbara Dunkman to come to C2E2. And it's Christmas themed since we're in December. Here it is, folks. Why is Santa so jolly?
I feel like there's a sexual innuendo there somewhere.
This isn't really a pun, folks. This is kind of a joke. I couldn't find a pun this week, but I thought this was still funny. But yeah, why is Santa so jolly?
Why is Santa so jolly? I'm gonna go with because he likes Jolly Ranchers.
You were actually very close, and I'm really upset because you were really close.
That
But
doesn't
unfortunately,
make sense.
he was wrong, folks. The reason why Santa is so jolly is because he knows where all the naughty girls live.
Oh man! Oh shit!
And guess what I did?
Dude, high five, man! Air high five,
boom.
air high five. Oh man!
And here is the best GIF I put on there. So if you go to Efocutioner on Twitter, when you see that little joke and you look at the bottom, you're gonna see Katy Perry's video where she is sitting on Santa's lap, and Santa asks, "Have you been naughty or nice?"
Podcast,
and ladies and gentlemen, WraXden has the smile.
I
Yo, WraXden has the Grinch smile.
Approves of that joke. Oh man.
Yo,
and
WraXden's
yes,
smile went from ear to ear, folks.
Okay, so
yes, sorry. WraXden's smile went from ear to ear.
I did. I am clearly saying I did. Oh man. Oh.
Alright, so if I find any more Santa-related type jokes, in fact, that's what I'm going to do for the month of December.
Yeah, I feel like that's appropriate. Any Christmas or holiday season related for the month of January. Oh, excuse me, February. No. December. What am I saying?
And they will be naughty. Naughty. Anyways, folks, that's it for the Stories of Remnant. We're done. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Yes.
I want to give a special shout out once again to the RWBY group on Reddit. They've been really nice letting me post these episodes up. We've gotten more views, more likes. People are liking this, liking our podcast. So thank you.
Thank you very much for WraXden Cosplay as well.
Yeah, so I'm glad you find us funny and entertaining. And I hope these puns are actually really funny. Because I think this one's going to be up Barbara's alley.
I personally love that one. I'm saying that
starting to know
out loud. And thank you very much for joining us. That was Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolutions. Next week's episode will be Chapter 8, Alone Together.
Ooh.
No idea who's being alone. I know there's a small excerpt available for non-Rooster Teeth First members, but whatever. I'm not even going to bother looking it up. So... But yeah.
Oh, most important thing to do, folks. If you like the video, don't forget to follow the channel. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to follow me, Efocutioner, at the Chronicles of Gamers.
Yeah, everybody, please check it out because he's got a very wonderful insight about video games these days and everything video game related.
And the same funny personality that you see here is the same funny personality that's on the podcast. But we have a touch of seriousness too. So.
That we do. Because life is somewhat serious. So.
Don't even get me started on that.
I know. That's why I said a touch of seriousness. That's why I agree with you on that. So everyone, thank you for listening in on it. This is WraXden Cosplay, and...
May the Yang be with you!
And that was Efocutioner of the Chronicles of Gamers. May the Yang be with you.